Hey guys, and welcome to this episode of Quite Frankly. Now, if you have been following our YouTube channel lately, you have seen some big changes, mainly in Behind the Closed Doors. Now, what is Behind the Closed Doors? Behind the Closed Doors is our video vlog. In other words, it follows what we do during the day, during workshops, and of course, we give a lot of tips. We have photo critiques, and we recently started even with inspirational parts. Now, of course, when you change your video log, what you also want to do is, of course, change the quality. Now, before we always started with a small disclaimer. Because, of course, quite frankly, Digital Classroom is all filmed with good cameras, good quality, and of course, good audio. Because in video, one thing is very important, and that's audio. You can get away with crappy video, but if your audio is bad, no, you don't want to go there. Now, we started out behind the closed doors with this little camera, and I'm actually lying. Now, because I also use my iPhone sometimes, we got these really cool Joby pods, the Gorilla pods, and they're absolutely awesome. You just put your iPhone in here and it goes up and down, and you can shoot, and you can put them in all these different kinds of spots. But this little wonder was amazing. It's the RX100 Mark III from Sony, and it got a lot of use and abuse, as you can see here, but yeah, sometimes you drop something. The cool thing about this one is great video, not so great audio, but a flip-up screen, and that's great for vlogging because you want to see what you're doing, right? But the quality was, you know, not what we expected. Sometimes in the wind you got a lot of the noise, and that's the most annoying noise in the world. So we didn't want this one, we wanted something with an external mic input. You need another camera. And I thought, you know what, let's skip a lot of stuff and let's try it out with my A7R2. And I kid you not, that blew me away. And of course, we did use a little bit of video on the A7R2, but not seriously for me. It's my photography camera. The video just blew me away, but most of all, the audio. Without any external miking, the audio was gorgeous. Deep, low bass in my voice, which I actually like. So this one, I'm just kidding guys, I'm not gonna throw this one out because it's still a great camera. We don't use this one anymore. The A7R, however, yeah, I use it for my photography, so I have a grip on it, I have a heavy lens on it, and I didn't want to switch between video and photography. So I started to think, you know what, the best setting on that camera is Super 35, so you're actually using a crop. Yeah, so what camera should be about similar, but I can dedicate to video. And that's where we came up with the A6500 from Sony. And this, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, is a real little powerhouse for vlogging. And if you can't tell already, I'm totally in love with this little camera. Now, as you can see here, we have borrowed one from Camera Nu in Urk. And this one is sadly being returned today. And I kid you not, this is an amazing camera for vlogging. The autofocus on this one is amazing. A lot of people will tell you go for the A7S II for the very simple reason it has incredibly good low noise performance, but the focus isn't as good as the 6500 or the A7R II. This camera is stunning for vlogging. There's one little problem with it, and that's composition. And you can actually put your camera on there. And it's also a quick connector, so you can actually change the connectors really fast, or the tripods. And of course, when the video camera runs, this never works. So let me do it the right way. So you just press this button, and you take the quick release off. So you put it underneath your camera, and it hardly takes up any space. And now you can just click it in your Gorilla Pod, and you can set it up. And you can use really cool angles. Now, normally when you vlog, you hold your camera like this, right? And you talk into it. Now, this is a cool trick I actually got from Casey Neistat, but yeah, he's very influential in that part. You can easily do it like this. And now, you can of course hold it like this. But even better, if you turn this around, and that's the cool thing about the Gorilla Pods, you actually have some extra length. And it's really easy now to just turn around the camera and just walk around like this. The only thing is, and this is the cool thing about some other cameras, is the flip-up screen. Now the flip-up screen on the 6500, that's the weak spot. It goes up like this, or it goes down like this. And that's about it. So if you're vlogging, you want to see yourself, right? So how do you manage to see yourself? If you do it like this, you can of course go like, okay, yeah, I see myself, and then no. On the other hand, it's not really a big problem. If you're vlogging, you're probably doing it every day like we do. We almost vlog every day. So at one point you will just learn that if the camera is like this, and I look straight at it and I tilt it down just a little bit, I'm perfectly in frame. The cool thing about this camera, it has 4K of resolution. So if you're uploading to YouTube in 180p, you have a lot of room to zoom in and do some funky stuff in your edits. Like for example, you can do a wide shot like this and then crop in because you have 4K. We're not going to do that now, but it's possible. And if you put it on your Yobi GorillaPod, and of course when the camera runs it never works as smooth as normally, but there we go. And you want to check your composition, you can use your iPhone, because there's a really cool app, Play Memories Live. So you can use your iPhone, but there's another option. You can use a mirror. Just place it behind, and now I can see the screen, and I can move into my camera, move out to my camera, and I actually 100% can see my composition in the mirror. So the problems are all very easily solvable. The cool thing about the cameras like this, and also the camera Anouk is now filming with, if you set everything on auto, which is great for vlogging, because you want to have that auto setting because you don't want to think about it, you just want to run and gun. You have face recognition and it works very, very good. Overall, my face is constantly in focus. Now for some people, they would prefer that my face is out of focus, but normally I prefer my face to be in focus, and the auto tracking is really good. So if you're in the market for a vlogging camera, and you want that 4K because you want some extra resolution, or you want to be able to crop in, and you want stellar performance in your autofocus, and you don't have the need to constantly have an external mic on your camera, check out the 6500. It's affordable. It's not a cheap camera, but it's very affordable. Put on a pancake lens, like a 20mm, and I think you have the perfect vlogging camera. Thank you so very much for watching, guys, and see you next time in Quite Frankly.